Fellow Kenyans, on 28th of November, Linda Jamii, among other petitioners, had a petition in court that was challenging the Finance Act. Linda Jamii is the petition that challenged the House Levy that made the court to declare it unconstitutional. Let me clarify this. People have been thinking that it's Okiya Omtatah's case that slayed the House Levy. I want to clarify that it's very clear in the court record. It's the Linda Jamii petition that slayed the House Levy and declared it constitutional. Okiya Omtatah was challenging what is called the money bill, which is separate from the House Levy. And it's the same Linda Jamii that was able to come closer to challenging the Finance Act based on the public participation. So when we got this answer right for us, we celebrated. At 1 p.m., as exactly 3 p.m., the court was reconvened and the stay-on orders were given by the court. And I want to tell Kenyans, let us be honest here. It is true that something unconstitutional cannot continue to happen. It's like raping the Constitution. Someone cannot be stepping on your feet, then the judge says, let them continue stepping on your feet for 45 days. It is completely unconstitutional. That judge, that case we are reviewing. You know, judges may think that Kenya is in trial. At this time, it is judiciary which is in trial. Because one day, someone who is straightforward will take over this government. And those judges will be in this country. We will just review those cases and tell them they were wrong. In fact, if they are judges and they made wrong ruling, they will be ruled out of order and they will not be judges until they go to Somalia. Maybe they can become judges in Sudan. But in Kenya, if they cannot become judges, they'll become lawyers now. Because if you cannot become a good judge, you better become a lawyer. And let me tell Kenyans why judiciary is under pressure at the moment. And we are really having a problem here. A judiciary where judges are making more money than lawyers is a failed judiciary. Because if judges are making more money, Kenyans will buy judges instead of buying lawyers. Why do you look for a lawyer if you can buy a judge? That thing is now coming back slowly by slowly. The radical surgery that took place in judiciary, it seems the wounds have not healed and we need to do another radical surgery. So judges don't make us feel helpless and powerless. Don't tell us you have been taken over by the president. If you think you cannot be able to do your work as a judge because the president is powerful, resign so that our judge can do that job. And on the House Levy again, the president has been telling people that Nakuru looks like Europe. I looked at it. It looked like Europe. The cars he went with looked like Europe, but not the ground. That place looks it's terrible. It's a slum as usual. I don't know, the president does not spend time. Did he walk in Nakuru? Or I don't know whether the president is putting on some glasses that are golden that cannot tell us what is happening in the country. So as far as I'm concerned, the president needs to be honest with the Kenyans. There's nothing that has happened in Nakuru worth laughing about. There's nothing worth smiling about in Nakuru unless only his parking was good, but everything else was just as shambolic as it is. The president needs to tell us the truth. He has earned the license of being a liar. And we don't want the president who is lying. Because if you have a president who is lying, what will we trust? Because a government should be a going concern whereby you can hear a government saying something, you put your money on a project. For example, if they say affordable housing, you should go and buy machines or learn some technology to do affordable housing. But this is all a scam. And the last thing which is critical, Kenyans have to understand this carefully. People are being deducted from House Levy every month from their salary. When they take this money and build these affordable houses, are you going to get your money back with the interest or just sitting in somebody's account and they're earning money out of it? I think the president and Yunguna Ndungu CS Treasury needs to come out clearly and clarify this matter. And Parliament need to call them to order. If Parliament do not call them to order, we are going to offer a petition to ask them, where is House Levy money sitting? Who is earning interest from it? And how much is the interest? And if they're going to give Kenyans back money interest, how much is it? The confusion in fund here is out of this order. Like the Hustler Fund looks like a cooperative fund. Hustler Fund, we are told there's a way people are saving money if you take Hustler Fund. What is the bank account? Which branch is it? Which bank is holding this Hustler Fund saving? NSSF should be having it. What is the SSS number for the people who have been taking money from Hustler Fund? Let every Kenyan, they are saying that Over 15 million Kenyans have taken a hustler fund. Let us be given how many NSSF numbers have increased by 15 million. We want to know those NSSF account numbers, with their serial numbers, and know which branch are they sitting. Because this government is full of scams and lies and misleading information and disinformation. So we have heard that the president said that the economy is in good shape and he has stabilized the economy and soon we shall be feeling better. I arrived in Nakuru town here around 8 o'clock. I have driven around Nakuru. There is no sign of Christmas. There is no sign. Even if you look here, even there is no decoration. You cannot see Christmas in Nakuru. Why? You find that the reason is the economy is not performing well because I don't know which parameters the president is using. One, inflation has reached now almost 12%. Secondly, interbank lending rate is around 14%. There is no money. Kenyans are going even to the bank to borrow money, even to eat Christmas. There's no one who is even qualified to borrow money from the bank. There's no money in circulation. There's no money for capital to start a business. The inflation is very high. Cost of living is very high. Kenyans are not traveling. Everyone is staying with their families in Nairobi, Nakuru, Naivasha. There is no party. I'm not even hearing vehicles moving around announcing that today we are going to dance or Hangala Wea. There's nothing. It means that the only celebration taking place is in State House. With which money? With our money. But I want to tell you guys that the economy is doing very badly for the Kenyans, but doing very badly for the for government. Because how can someone tell you you're poor, then they enter in a car and they are being driven by 30 cars like a Chagba, 30 cars taking him to the airport, another 30 waiting for him in Mombasa, then he says the economy is bad, we should wait. How should Gachagua use 60 cars while Kenyans who elected him is using nothing? They cannot even afford a motorcycle ride. The economy is only doing well in State House, but not in Kenya. And the point I'm trying to draw here is that Kenyans, organize yourself. In fact, that's why I'm in Nakuru, to do a serious national organizing so that we can have one voice and speak from one voice and tell the president, we are not here to remove him from State House, but we want to take over the economy and tell you how to run it. Because you have no clue, you don't even know how badly it is. You are thinking that because your cars and you are walking on red carpet, for us we are walking on dust. You walk on red carpet, we are walking on dust. So you are thinking the economy is performing well because if the president will visit Nakuru today, the repair any road is going to pass. So he doesn't know what's happening. They're going to just put some sand on top of it and some black thing on top. They think the economy is good. Tomorrow, look at this soil is all rubbished. The president is being misled by his cabinet. He is not made to see the truth. We want him to come and see us without all the preparation being done a month before. Look at what he did in Kericho. Preparation, stadium was done, it killed people. So all these people are not telling the truth, the president. The economy is bad for us Kenyans. But let me tell you, the president collecting a lot of money, 9 billion shillings in taxes per day. He has borrowed 1.6 billion shillings, trillion shillings since he became president. All this together, he has a lot of money to himself. The only thing he's not giving us. So Kenya Kwanza government is Kula Kwanza government. They are not giving anybody, they are eating by themselves, and that's where the big challenge is. There's just the issue about cooperatives here, that we are trying to believe that Kenyans, let us go back to cooperative movement. And that's why we are partnering with the Juakali sector to ensure that there's a productive cooperative and then there's a financial cooperative on top of it. Why am I trying to say that? If you have something you're producing, kama kuna uzalishaji, ndio kama unapewa pesa kama deni, unaweza tumia hiyo pesa kuzalisha kitu ndio ulipe back. Lakini kama hakuna kitu nazalisha, utapewa deni, utakula. Na alafu utashindwa kulipa. Alafu utakuwa kwa deni kila siku, deni kila mara. Sasa nataka kuambia wa Kenya, let us partner with Bottom Line Unique Association, which is now, we are working with Alinda Jamii to drive the issue of cooperative movement, sacco movement, Juakali sector, so that tunaweza pata cottage industries coming in. Nakuru is a very, very good hub for industrialization, right for it. Everything is right here in Nakuru. Why don't we work with the business community in Nakuru to create jobs, create movements that will going to transform people's life. Because let me tell you what, we're on our own. The president collects money and eats alone. We only meet with him when he's collecting taxes. When he's eating alone. Because when you go to the market, you're on your own. You go to a fire station, you're on your own. You go to school, you're on your own. You go to hospital, you're on your own. When you are on the road, you're on your own. Everywhere, you're on your own. On Christmas, you're on your own. But on the ballot day, we are together. On the tax day, we are together. So the only thing connected with the president are two things. Election day, which is the ballot, and second, taxes. After that, we are on our own. So let us organize ourselves to solve our own problem. The state cannot feed us, and they will not feed us. Let us do our part. Relying on this state is like relying on air. The way they speak hot air is the same way they treat us with hot air. Let them stay on their own. We've heard the president has made 47 foreign trips to look for two things. One, he's saying he's looking for jobs for young people. And secondly, he's saying he's looking for foreign direct investment to bring dollars to the country. Let me tell you one thing. The first thing is that 1 year, like now, this 2023 ending, has 52 weeks. If someone is traveling 47 times and 1 year has 52 weeks, this guy is simply not in the country. So we have an absentee president. The president is absent. They used to be in primary school. So and so, Uko, absent. So and so, absent. So President Ruto is absent in Kenya. He only knows his plane and he knows the foreign areas. Secondly, foreign trips should bring for us foreign direct investment so that dollars can come to the country, so that the dollar shortage can go down, so that Kenya shillings can actually appreciate. Because that's not happening, those foreign trips are meant for his own personal deals. I have internal information. He goes abroad to make personal deals because the deals are working so well for him and the economy is doing so badly, he does not care. He has said it, and I've heard that Kenyans only like money. He will come and buy you with the money he's making. So he's making those deals to make money for himself, knowing he will come and buy Kenyans with money. Kenyans, let us be clever. Take the money, eat, but let someone who will take care of you. And the other thing about foreign jobs, let me tell you what, Kenyans, if a president cannot create jobs in his home country, how can you create jobs outside your country? Yani njoga hawezi kuwika kwao, anataka kuwika nje. Utawika nje namna gani? Now, in fact, let me tell you what, you heard that there are over 250,000 jobs in Germany. Kenya, let's be honest. Do you know that for you to be given a visa to Germany, you must speak German? And for you to speak German, you must go to a school to learn German. And how much does it cost to learn German? How many Kenyans can afford to learn German? Secondly, to get a visa to go to Germany, your bank account must have at least 750,000 shillings balance. Tell me how many Kenyans have 750,000 shillings in their bank account. Is there any embassy that can give you a visa when you have nothing in your bank account? For us, we only have M-Pesa statements and Fuliza statements and Hustler statements. Hustler statements and Fuliza statements cannot give you a visa. This is a joke of the century. This person is a liar and is a scammer and is misleading and does not care about Kenyans. Because how many Kenyans have flown to Germany? How many of them have gone to Korea, have gone to Saudi Arabia? Numbers, we believe in numbers. Tell us which ones. Even the jobs he's talking about creating 120,000 jobs, where are they? I went to Nakuru kwa Njenga, I found people very hungry. They cannot even eat lunch. Even the mama mbogas and the ones selling for him things, even the guys in the construction site cannot even afford to buy maembe for lunch. Alafu anasema ati create jobs. Kenyans are eating lemon. Kenyans are eating dust. And he's saying he's creating jobs. Which jobs are these? And do you know in your family, do you know in your area, who has gotten job from the house project? Do you know? Me, I don't know. Since I was born, I've been hearing people asking me, Professor, help me with a job. Who is that who has been given a job that you know is your neighbor, your relative, your friend, your colleague? Me, I don't know. If you know, tell me, Kenya. Ask yourself. If you don't know anyone who has got a job in the construction site, then is it president's family that is getting those jobs or who is getting the jobs? So all those are scams.